Hi there. So it finished 3-1 today for us against Southampton. Your thoughts on the game?
It was good, man. The first 20 minutes, we actually dominated. But, like, if we had someone who could score, Gabriel Jesus, I love him, brilliant footballer, score a goal. Raheem Sterling, score a goal, please, bro.
Yeah, I mean, when it was 1-0, I was like, shit, because this is my first Arsenal game.
Oh, welcome, bro.
Yeah, and but I'm glad we made the comeback. Yeah.
You're happy we got the win for you on your first time here.
First time as well, man.
Oh, welcome, bro. So we had to show that patience.
Yeah,
in a half-time 0-0, and then we go a goal down.
Yeah.
But the way we fought back, we know there's a lot of fighting spirit in this team, but you just saw the energy, went straight at it, and Kai Havertz got the equaliser.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of talk about us needing a striker, but since he's come into that position last season, he done well, and this season he's on fire. He's scoring a lot of goals.
Yeah, man. For me, like, if I was Arteta, I'd always put Kai in that centre forward role.
Kai is the king.
He's the king, bro. But, like, for real, like, he gives us something that we haven't had in a long time, where he is that player who's in the right position at the right time, and he'll score on his head. Yeah. And like, you look at this goal today, he took it past the player, dribbled past him and scored. Like, he's not afraid. When we signed him, I was a bit like, what's this? But he's fucking golden, man. I love him.
He's got many attributes in his game. Like, there's a talk about we lack that physical presence in that forward position, but he's a big, strong guy. We've seen him score headers.
Yeah, man.
As you say, today he's dribbling. We've seen he can take players on. He's good at passing. He can also drop back into midfield.
Yeah.
So he's a very versatile player, and hopefully he has that clinical striker nature to his game, and he can maybe this season get 20, 25 Premier League goals.
I think he can get to 20 for sure. I think over the last season, we've seen him step up huge amounts. The level he's at now is crazy.
You can even see, like, from the passion he has. Like, even when we are 3-1 up, he still fights for the ball, tries to get the ball, and tries to dribble and everything. Yeah, the passion he has is,
I think he's
just
got,
insane. Yeah.
for a forward, he has like the aspects of like sort of an old school striker, a bit like, not that Van Persie's old school, but he's got that Van Persie where he's strong, he's physical, he's not slow, he can get past players, and his finishing is good. It's very good, man.
Sublime.
It's great to see. So Martinelli got the second goal for us. We know he went through that bad patch, but it seems like he's finding his form again. He played really well against Man City, and now he scored a couple of goals recently.
Yeah.
So hopefully he can now go on a good run of form.
I reckon. Yeah, man. For me, Martinelli, obviously, he's one of those players we picked up from Brazil, and no one knew anything really about him. We got him for cheap.
5 million, was it?
Yeah, something like that. But when he's on form, he takes on a player. It's 99% of the time, if he's going one-on-one with someone, it's Martinelli that's going to fucking take it past. So to see him get a goal like today, after coming off the bench and scoring a goal, I was so happy for him. I think that he's got a real good talent, and he's still young, and he has a lot of time to improve. I think he's one of our most valuable players.
That's why Klopp loves him so much.
Yeah, for sure. He always talks about it, doesn't he?
He does.
And then Saka got the third goal. He hasn't scored in the Premier League for a while. We know what a great player he is, but that'll be good for his confidence. Hopefully he can go on a run of scoring a lot of goals in the Premier League now as well.
Yeah, man.
He hasn't scored, but correct me if I'm wrong, he has like quite a number of assists.
Six assists.
Like from the set pieces, the corners and everything.
Man,
It's
his
not
goal
easy.
goal against PSG. Like, yeah, it was like kind of lucky, but when you see it, they were like the free kick, the set piece coach was giving them advice before the free kick. It was lucky in that it went in the back of the net, but it was also so intentional. So I think we're a threat.
Yeah.
So many, like, throughout any set piece, we're a threat always.
Yeah, we've got to give a lot of respect to our set piece coach, because the amount of goals we get from set pieces, you can see that the way the drills, they must be working in the training ground.
Mate.
We score it so often, like Pep was saying, it's like it's a penalty kick for us when we get a set piece.
Yeah, man. Like, I was watching today, like, they were marking Gabriel on every corner so hard.
Gabriel
like,
and Saliba,
yeah, man. Like, he had no room to do that little run that he did the other week. But that just shows how dangerous we are. They're going to shut him out. So, but when he gets shut out the game, you have faith in the other players around him to run in and do the same thing that he can. You take one out of the game, we're bringing 3 more in.
For sure. So, who would you give your man of the match to today?
Havertz.
Yeah, I would say
Easy.
Havertz as well.
He was
the
a
fighting
threat.
spirit, the goal. Yeah, love the German guy.
Okay, so international break coming up now. It's a good sample size of games to like judge how the teams going. We'll play some hard games as well. Going away to Aston Villa, Tottenham, Man City, Atlanta. We're still undefeated in all competitions. It's been a really good start. We're right there fighting at the top of the Premier League. What's your thoughts on how it's been so far?
If you asked me at the start of the season, like realistically, would we be undefeated? I probably wouldn't have said yes. So the fact that we are, I love it. I love it. I honestly did not think we would be undefeated. And the fact that we are, it shows a lot about our team and the team spirit and how far we've come mentally, as well as just like performance on the pitch. But the mentality is just so much stronger.
Yeah, the fighting spirit the boys have now is it's on another level. I mean, you compare it to back then with Emery, it's completely different. Arteta has really changed the Arsenal football and has brought back some fighting spirit, you know. Yeah, especially against especially against City. That was one of the best matches I've ever seen. Yeah.
We've got such a strong defence. It's so good to see. Like, for many years, our defence was a big weakness of ours.
Oh,
but
yeah, man.
the defence we have now, it's one of the best in Europe. For
Oh,
sure.
100%. Gabriel Saliba.
Yeah. Best pairing, best centre back pairing.
Absolutely, man.
Sure. So, one last question. How confident are you that we can win the Premier League this season?
I'm as confident as I've ever been. You know, like, we can do it. We can do it. It's not a question of can we do it. It's just a question of will we do it.
Yeah, I
That's
agree.
what it is.
I agree. Yeah.
I mean, the past few seasons, we definitely could have done it. But I think that we are lacking a few of we were lacking the key ingredients in the mentality. And I think every time you watch Arsenal, every season, it's an improvement. And this season, I think last season, we lacked a bit of that ruthlessness. It was that game against Villa.
The two games against Villa.
Yeah, we didn't bottle it like the season before, West Ham, City, Liverpool. We bottled it. But this last season, it was one game that we screwed up in. And I think that this season we wouldn't do that. I think they've learnt so much. They have learnt an incredible amount. And they're so united that for me, it's like, I think we can do it. I think we can do it, man.
We've got more players now, more squad depth, and yeah, I just hope we don't succumb to injuries. Yeah, I'm confident, but I don't want to get my hopes up too high because it's always the hope that kills you. But yeah,
you know what?
really wish we can win the league. Yeah.
One last thing.
Yeah.
We didn't win the league last season, but I've never been prouder to be an Arsenal fan. Obviously, I'm young. I haven't seen the Invincibles. I was 4 then. But I've never been prouder to watch Arsenal play than last season. We came second. We lost by a few points. But for me, it felt like a victory.
Yeah, because we fought hard, and Arteta has changed. Like I said, Arteta has changed Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing that a lot of people don't seem to take into consideration is that we're up against Manchester City, which is one of the best teams we've seen in a long time. Probably one of the best teams ever in the Premier League or Europe. I'm older than you guys, but the best team I've seen in my lifetime would be the Barcelona team that had Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, those guys.
Man.
But this Man City team, I'd say they're right up there. So it's hard when you're competing against such. Alright, we got the charges, 115 charges, all that stuff we know. But that squad,
if you
that
get rid
team,
of
that manager, we're competing against something quite special, you know.
That is extremely special.
We're the underdogs. Yeah.
We are, but I'm going to say it. I feel like we're at their level now. I really do think that. We haven't been over the past few seasons. It's shown when it gets to that last hurdle, we're not at their level. But this season, I think, why not?
I mean, City couldn't beat us when we had 10 men. So yeah.